If you're over 60 and taking vitamins, please don't scroll away. What I'm about to share in the next 2 minutes could genuinely save your life. There's a dangerous mistake that an estimated 94% of American adults are making with their supplements, and it's silently tripling their risk of having a stroke while they sleep. You could be one of them. Let's do a quick test. Right now, press your fingertips together. Do you feel any tingling or numbness? Because that sensation could be your nerves crying out for help, damaged by the very vitamins you believe are protecting you. That's not a feeling you should ever ignore. Before you take another pill, you need to hear this. It will change how you think about your health forever. I'm about to reveal 5 popular vitamins that are unknowingly harming older Americans. But first, let me tell you why this is so deeply personal. 23 years ago, I lost my grandmother to what doctors called an unexplained stroke. She was fit, healthy, and diligently took her vitamins, doing everything right. But at 78, she collapsed in her garden and never woke up. For years, I didn't understand what went wrong. The answer finally came when I started researching vitamin toxicity in seniors. These aren't some obscure drugs. They are the vitamins sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, possibly even recommended by your doctor. You think you're doing something good for your health, but the sad reality is many seniors are inadvertently harming themselves in their quest to stay well. Here's the shocking fact the supplement industry doesn't want you to know, and it could save your life tonight. Your body at 60, 70, or 80 processes vitamins completely differently than it did when you were younger. Your liver metabolism slows down. Your kidney clearance is less efficient. Your blood vessels are more fragile. What once helped you can now hurt you. What once protected you can now endanger you. Every year, the supplement industry makes billions by marketing vitamins to seniors, often in doses that would alarm a clinical toxicologist. They prey on our fear of aging, our desire for independence, and our love for our families, pushing the more is better narrative. But they fail to mention that these mega doses can turn your medicine cabinet into a ticking time bomb. I want to tell you Walter's story because it could easily be your story. And knowing what happened to him might spare your family the same heartbreak. Walter was a 74-year-old Navy veteran living in Phoenix with his wife of 52 years. Retired and happy, he enjoyed volunteering and tending to his small garden. Every morning at 6:30, like a soldier preparing for inspection, Walter would line up his vitamins on the kitchen counter. This wasn't a casual habit. It was a mission. On the advice of a neighbor and what he'd read in magazines, he took vitamin D for his bones, calcium for strength, a B complex for energy, and vitamin E for his heart. He was doing everything right, or so he thought. He was taking charge of his health, being responsible, and following the advice he believed would keep him strong and independent well into his 80s. He refused to go down the same path as his father, whose health had declined rapidly after retirement. This ritual gave him a sense of security. But Walter didn't know that his morning vitamin routine was quietly setting the stage for the worst day of his life. His wife, Janet, later told me that in the weeks leading up to the stroke, Walter had been unusually tired. He'd had fleeting headaches and moments of confusion which he brushed off as stress. He'd get dizzy spells he attributed to standing up too fast. In hindsight, these were the classic warning signs of vitamin D toxicity, but to Walter and his family, they were just signs of getting older. Then came that Tuesday morning in March. It started like any other day. Coffee, his neat row of vitamins, then breakfast with the newspaper. Janet was in the shower when she heard a horrifying crash from the kitchen. She ran downstairs to find Walter on the floor, surrounded by the shattered pieces of his coffee mug. He couldn't speak. His right side was completely limp. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital, where doctors ran a battery of tests. What they found stunned everyone, including the seasoned medical team. The cause of his massive stroke wasn't high blood pressure or diabetes. Walter never smoked or drank. It wasn't a lack of exercise. Walter's stroke was caused by vitamin toxicity. For 3 years, his daily vitamin cocktail had been slowly poisoning his system, calcifying his blood vessels and creating the perfect conditions for a catastrophic stroke. His blood showed vitamin D levels more than 3 times the upper limit of the healthy range. His calcium levels were dangerously high. Imaging revealed severe hardening in the arteries of his brain. His doctor had advised him to take calcium with vitamin D, but this well-intentioned advice created a deadly combination, turning his circulatory system into a minefield of hardened plaque. Walter survived, but his life was forever altered. After 6 months of intensive therapy, he regained some speech, but his vocabulary was limited. He needed a walker for the rest of his life. The once proud, independent man who served his country with honor now required help with the most basic daily tasks. The emotional toll on his family was immense. Janet was consumed with guilt for not questioning the safety of over-the-counter supplements. Their children felt a mixture of anger and helplessness. What makes Walter's story so terrifying is that it's not unique. Millions of American seniors are taking these same dangerous combinations right now, unknowingly setting themselves up for the same devastating outcome. Recent studies show over 70% of Americans over 65 take at least one daily supplement, and most take multiple vitamins in untested combinations. The question that should haunt all of us is simple: are you one of them? Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more vital health information. Your support helps us spread the word and potentially save lives.